Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Back then I stated that ZBEC was about to move and ZBEC was valued at around 33 cents. So around this level here, and since then, ZBEC made a nice move up to 4.5 cents, almost a 40% increase in value. Now understandably, we saw ZBEC get rejected around here on a number of occasions, clearly showing this to be a very strong level of resistance. But that's perfectly normal in any healthy uptrend. At the time of this video, ZBEC is valued at approximately 39 cents, up roughly 2.5% on the daily time frame. And despite the minor corrections, I still hold the belief, again, not financial advice, that ZBEC remains in a bullish uptrend and could be on the verge of a significant breakout. This content is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing in this video should be considered financial, investment, or legal advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile, and you should consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any financial moves. The opinions expressed in this video are solely my own and do not reflect the views of any project mentioned. I may hold positions in some of the assets discussed. Technically speaking, it's continuing to form higher highs and higher lows, a textbook indicator of bullish momentum. And if we draw out a Fibonacci retracement tool, we can clearly see that ZBEC is doing everything it can to regain that crucial golden pocket. The key level to watch right now is the 4 cents mark. If ZBEC can reclaim and hold that level, it's my belief, again, not financial advice, that we're likely to see this coin continue its uptrend, aiming for the next major resistance around 52 cents. Now, why am I so confident about this? Well, the fundamentals are aligning beautifully with the technicals. ZBEC's recent announcement was nothing short of massive, game-changing even. There's a very real possibility that this trend will continue, because what ZBEC is trying to accomplish isn't just hype or speculation. It's deeply rooted in the reinvention of a traditional system. ZBEC is attempting to disrupt and rebuild an $11 trillion industry. Yes, trillion with a T. Listen to what Simon, ZBEC COO, had to say. ZBEC is not a quick DeFi play from 2021. We are in the early stages of trying to reinvent an $11 trillion industry. He went on to highlight how much ZBEC has already achieved in such a short time, stressing the importance of the strategic puzzle pieces the team is putting together for the future financial ecosystem. These puzzle pieces include 1. Deep partnerships with leading crypto and traditional finance infrastructure players such as JP Morgan, mastercard, Solana, Stellar, and Circle. 2. An aggressive acquisition strategy with 4 acquisitions already under their belt, including PayBridge, School Payrolls, GateKnox, and ScienceCard, 2 top-tier tech firms in Europe. And 3. Strategic hires, mostly engineers and product experts, because product development is their #1 focus. This is real foundational work being done over a multi-year time horizon. It's not just hype or empty roadmaps. When you combine that with the fact that ZBEC is already working with policymakers to help guide the future of blockchain and AI legislation, it's clear that they're operating on a whole different level. They're not just aiming for success, they're helping define what success looks like in the new digital economy. And even though ZBEC might still be a relatively small project in terms of market cap, sitting at just $348 million, that doesn't mean it lacks potential. If anything, it shows how much room there is for growth. The team's ability to sit at the table with regulatory bodies and influence policy gives them a first-mover advantage. It's rare to see projects this small with that kind of presence and influence. Even more exciting is ZBEC's ecosystem, which is expanding rapidly. The June 2025 report showed significant momentum across their payroll and card volume sectors, with an increase in U.S.-based clients. This is a major development, especially considering the increasingly favorable regulatory environment in the United States. And when you add in expert commentary from Twitter Spaces, highlighting how we're at a tipping point for crypto adoption from Wall Street, you begin to understand the scale of what's unfolding here. One expert in a recent space mentioned, if you get paid this way, in USDC for example, your money should start working for you instantly. That's how crypto should operate. They emphasize that this kind of financial system is very difficult to implement in traditional finance, but incredibly easy in crypto. As regulation clears up, especially with developments like the Genius Act recently passing in the US, we're about to see an explosion of stablecoin adoption, and ZBEC is positioned right in the center of it. So, if you've been patient with crypto, your time could be coming. And if you want to take it a step further, be sure to check out the Coin Factory VIP, our members-only community where you can get insights, technical analysis, trade setups, and access to our team of analysts. We've got a limited-time offer where you can join for free for 7 days. Plus, through our partnership with BYD, an exchange that requires no KYC, no VPN, and is fully licensed in Canada and the US, you can unlock a 17% trading discount, permanent VIP channel access, and a 1-month trial to Coin Factory Executive. Now, circling back to ZBEC, it is, in my opinion, one of the most undervalued assets in the entire crypto space. Not financial advice, of course, but let's break it down again. A $348 million market cap, a rapidly growing ecosystem, ongoing guidance with regulators, and direct involvement in transforming an $11 trillion sector. That is massive. Their partnership with Uphold Institutional is another huge piece of the puzzle. Uphold currently holds nearly $100 million worth of ZBEC across retail and institutional wallets. That's a significant chunk. As ZBEC increases its institutional presence in the UK and US, Uphold will likely be a cornerstone of that expansion, helping to drive adoption among more conservative investors. Then you've got the recent collaboration with Algorand, a leading ISO-compliant real-world asset blockchain. ZBEC is integrating Algorand's token ALGO across their payroll and card systems, which means ALGO holders can now spend their tokens anywhere mastercard is accepted and even receive payroll in ALGO. This is a massive interoperability win. And to put this into perspective, ZBEC's $350 million market cap versus Algorand's $2.36 billion market cap shows how much room there is for ZBEC to grow, especially when it's piggybacking off a much larger and more established partner. This isn't just about partnerships for show either. In another Twitter space, Algorand's team explained their blockchain architecture, one capable of over 10,000 transactions per second, instant finality, low fees, and scalable infrastructure. Their consensus mechanism is energy efficient and designed for real-world tokenization. From equities to real estate to even solar panels, Algorand is tokenizing everything. ZBEC is jumping on this infrastructure to tokenize payroll-based financial products, starting with its wagelink application. They're exploring the world's first on-chain tokenization of earned wage access E2A receivables. That's right. ZBEC could pioneer a new credit-based asset class by turning payroll receivables into tokenized, yield-bearing assets. That alone opens a door to an entirely new financial market, especially attractive to investors seeking alternatives to traditional debt instruments. And with the ALGO token now integrated into ZBEC's silver and carbon cards, users can spend ALGO just like fiat, with minimal fees. This is real utility, real-world use, and an actual bridge between crypto and traditional finance. This is how mainstream adoption happens, not through hype cycles, but through actual infrastructure that solves real problems. And let's be honest, the last time ZBEC made an announcement of this magnitude, the price skyrocketed from below 1 to over 0.73, a 10x return. While we're not saying that history will repeat itself exactly, it does suggest that these kinds of announcements often precede huge upward price movements. So where does that leave us? With the Genius Act now in effect, stablecoins about to flood the market, USDC joining the ZBEC ecosystem, and the potential for listings on major exchanges like Binance or Coinbase, the momentum is building fast. The ecosystem is on the brink of a major breakout, and when that happens, price action will likely follow suit. So, what do you think? Are you bullish on ZBEC? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, do your own research, but if you want to learn more, come join us in the VIP. We're breaking down price action, looking at entry levels, and planning for what could be one of the biggest altcoin runs of the year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.